Hey guys, reviewing trades for today, 25th April. Um, if we take a look at the market today had a bullish day, breaking this trend line that it had respected since February and was for the first time going up. I was carefully bullish because this could still be like a topping tail rejection and going down. But however, it kept holding above the 65-minute 9 EMA, just chopped around for a bit and went up. In the morning, yesterday we closed at 5 green bars, so I expected it to be choppy in the morning. So the first trade I took was Meta puts. Meta, unlike the market, had a huge gap up, and the gap up was so huge that I expected a little bit of a pullback before it went higher. So as you see here, it had a big red bar, unlike the market, and then it consolidated and went lower. I got in right here at VWAP, and I held the first half of my calls right here, and then the second half was until here when it broke above the 1 minute 9 EMA. This trade went all the way down to the 5 EMA. I was actually hoping that it would have over here. I was actually hoping that it would keep going down, but as it went started going higher, I knew that the 5 minute 9 EMA was to be respected, so I got out. That was plus 700. Almost immediately after, I saw that Amazon was weaker than the market. Um, if you look over here with the VWAP, Amazon immediately started coming down below the VWAP, and unlike the market, it started pulling back. So as it came down, I got a good scalp for $184. Just a quick move down, and I got out. I did Palantir. Like I said, my initial bias was weak. That market was going to go down. So as I saw, I had Palantir up, and I saw that it was in the morning forming a wedge form here, and it was breaking below the 5 minute 9 EMA. And I thought with the 65-minute being up as much as it was right here, thought it might pull back. And however, it was stronger. So as this wedge form here broke higher, I got out for a small loss. Next, I did Tesla, and I did calls in the morning and puts in the afternoon. So the Tesla calls was right here. You'll see on the 5 minute, it came down into the 5 minute 9 EMA, then got above VWAP. On the 1 minute, I waited a few minutes right here to see that it stayed above the VWAP, and then I got into my calls. I got out of half over here and then half over here. My initial plan was to wait for the 5 minute to break for it to close, and it never actually got above it until right here. I got below it until right here. So this could have potentially been a much bigger trade, but I chose to just take my profits right here. And then I did puts. The puts was over here at 285. The thought process was that it was a huge green bar, and it came into this resistance right here. I added a little bit because I saw that it was forming this kind of a trend line, so I added as I thought it would break. It went against me a bit, and then it came all the way down. Uh, this was not the best trade, it wasn't too extended from this moving average right here. However, I was confident that it would have a small pullback because of the the way it got up there. You can see on the 30-minute it was multiple green bars into resistance. So it took some time, but I got it done. So all in all, that was a total of 2.3K. Once again, the account is growing steadily. Now it's up to 22. Soon, if this continues, we will increase from 4 to 5 contracts. All right.